Hey guys. Here's a quick lesson on paradiddles, so that you can understand the form, the timing, and how it works, and why it makes your ears pop so nice and good. Okay? Before we start with paradiddles, let's turn this TV off and get down the core beat of what a diddle even means, or a double stroke roll. I did a video on it before, but I never explained the process. Okay? Single stroke roll is obviously one hit, one hit. Two fingers lightly gripping the stick so that you get some nice rebound, and the stick goes all the way up after each hit. As follows. Okay? Double stroke roll is a different process. You're not actually hitting the drum twice. If you want to start to practice double stroke rolls, start with one single drum. A practice drum would be preferred. You can even practice on other surfaces and try to get good. You can even practice on surfaces that do not rebound, such as pillows or beds. Start with the rebounding surface so that you understand what the hell you're doing, and it goes as follows. You have 5 fingers in your hand. 5 fingers. 2 of those fingers are holding the stick, the other 3 fingers are loose. So when you hit the drum, the stick goes all the way up because your fingers are all expanding, and you're basically just gripping this thing with your thumb, like you're pinching the stick. Now the idea is, on the second hit, you accent the stick using those leftover 3 fingers, so that you're doing little to no wrist movement. Typically, most drummers who do the second hit will lift their wrist back up instead of actually doing a wrist movement, because that way they're prepared to hit again. Alright? If you want to learn to do this well, before you even try a double stroke roll, you should learn to diddle with one hand at a time and become consistent and fast. You have to start off by doing this process very slowly because it's hard to coordinate with the fingers, especially with the left hand. I still have issues with the left hand. Once you're good, and you can do this consistently, you can start to incorporate both hands at the same time. It's very difficult and it takes a lot of practice. I'm a little bit out of practice, but once it becomes fluid, you can start to incorporate the other drums of a drum set and start doing things and learning patterns. The best way to learn patterns is to actually listen to a lot of songs, because drummers are constantly diddling in their songs, especially with the left hand. People don't realize it, but this snare, there's a lot going on with this snare, more than what people think, because a snare has the ability to be tapped so lightly that you can hardly hear it, but it makes a big difference. Another important note is that when you're diddling using the proper form, the second hit is just as loud, if not actually louder, than the first hit. Some people who try to learn diddles without understanding the form or watching tutorial videos will make the second hit lower in volume, because it's really just the rebound that's doing all the work and less wrist work. So there is a different sound. As opposed to you can hear the difference. I'm not doing it that well because I'm still out of practice. See, you can really do some nice variations. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat. Stuff like that. You know, classic snare rolls with cymbals. There's a pattern that goes like this. You can add some diddles into that with the left hand to add some random variation and make your drumming sound really nice. So, next we go on to the diddle formation. The diddle formation is as follows. I'm putting this sound back onto the drum so that you can understand what the hell's going on, because it's a little bit complicated. Okay? I'm going to call the right hand R and the left hand L. In a double stroke roll, it's R, R, L, L, R, R, L, L. Got it? Okay. This is called a diddle. Now, para means single stroke roll. R, L, R, L, R, L. Okay? When you're doing a paradiddle, you're combining a single stroke roll into a double stroke roll. R, L, R, R, and then the reverse variation, L, R, L, L. R, L, R, R, L, R, L, L. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Like so. Songs that use this: Vaseline by Stone Temple Pilots, but they do a paradiddle with the kick. And it's as follows. What they do in this song is they add the right hand to the cymbal in a 4/4 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. You can get really fun with this and add variations by doing sixth notes. You know, you can freestyle and add different speeds. Once you can learn to diddle well with both hands, you can do things where you double tap on one and single tap on another. Or, because diddling allows you to roll with a single hand at a faster speed, diddling is a technique used to actually play faster. without hurting the wrist as quickly. Hard moshing, blasting, you can use diddles to tire out the hands less, because in a lot of blasts, you're literally just... But instead of just constantly just pounding, you can double stroke with both hands at the same time.